I'd never gone out and started a church. I've been assistant to Brother Mangan. I've been assistant to W.E. Gamlin. I've been assistant to my father. And I've had preachers almost make fun of me. One of my respected elders one time said, "How long are you going to raise your chickens in somebody else's backyard?" But that just seems to be my lot there for so many years. So I didn't question it. I just flow with whatever the Holy Ghost opens up for me, and I've never resented that. When the word of the Lord is spoken, it falls on different ears and it filters through to the spirit of the individual hearing it to become the message of the hour for the individual. And not everybody tonight is hearing the same message. Not everybody is receiving the same instructions. But everybody will hear something that will put you on location.
That's right.
God's been dealing with my heart, and I preached a message to our church not long back about marketing Christ. I wish I knew the secret of the woman at the well. The most least likely candidate to have even testified, to have gotten someone to hear, but yet chosen of God to hear something that struck her at her level of understanding, something that got through to her that would have gotten through to nobody else. Have you ever wondered what happened when she went back into the city and began to scream, "Come see a man"? With her reputation, I'm thinking probably wives got their husbands by the lapel and started dragging them back toward their adobe. But somehow she, through sincerity, was able to get the message across. No, it's not like you're thinking. I saw a man that has done something in my life that nobody else has ever done. I don't know how she was able to over the barriers, get beyond the negatives, get credibility where credibility was lost. I don't know how it all happened. I just know that before it was over, the least likely candidate was able to get the entire city out to the well to hear the message of salvation. So we sit here tonight and we wonder, how can I fit into this? How can I fit into this program? I can't have the choir that they have. I can't have the church that they have. I can't have what this one, that one, or the other one's got. Where can I fit in? Where do I fit in? Some of the most awesome glory that God will ever get will come from the most least likely candidates. Ha. Husapoku. Tayabala. Saitaha. I say unto you, say not, it's not for me. Say not, there's no place for me. Say not, I can't get into it. For the will of God in your life, God will speak to you and put you on location to be where you have While Brother Manuel was preaching, another thing happened to me that happened to me one year at General Conference on mission service. I'd never gone out and started a church. I've been assistant to Brother Mangan. I've been assistant to W.E. Gamlin. I've been assistant to my father. And I've had preachers almost make fun of me. One of my respected elders one time said, "How long are you going to raise your chickens in somebody else's backyard?" But that just seems to be my lot there for so many years. So I didn't question it. I just flow with whatever the Holy Ghost opens up for me. And I've never resented that. But now, the responsibility is laid upon me. So in that conference, I was reproaching myself for not ever having gone out and started a work. I guess maybe what they've said sort of got through to me, and I was sitting there and I was talking about what I'm thinking. I'll have to have me something for an income for my family. I'll have to have a place for them to live. I'll have to have, it would be so good if I could find a house that would have a room big enough that I could start. And it would be nice to have a tent family or tent makers. And I was sitting there, and the Holy Ghost spoke to me and said, "You've already got a building. You've already got a house. You've already got a bunch of tent makers sitting on the pew. Why don't you just go home and build a church and add to what you got?" So I said, "Okay, Lord, I'll try to do that." And tonight, that same kind of a spirit got a hold of me. And I went back to Jesus at the well. You know, you study through the scriptures, there's a lot of things that happened at wells. That's where one of the most beautiful stories of a little lady that passed the muster to become the bride. A lot of things happen at wells. And so I kind of saw myself sitting in a well. And I said, where could I find a well? Where could I? So I thought, there's not a physical watering place in Lake Charles, but I'll tell you what I can do. I can find me a place. Yep. And I can talk to people. I'm talking about get a place where people frequent. I don't know whether it'll be the mall or just where, but I want to run a little deal in the paper that says, have you ever wanted to see a preacher that was too busy maybe to see you? Have you ever wished you could pour your heart out to somebody that has a heart for? And I saw myself sitting somewhere just simply making my day, making myself available to people. And so I don't know, brethren, this may be just a brainstorm, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to run. I'm going to just find me a place in Lake Charles, and I'm going to pray for it, and I'm going to dedicate that as my well. Hold it. Now, I probably shouldn't say this because every one of you are going to want, has Rebecca come to your well yet? Or I don't know what's going to happen. It's just that people need somebody that they can touch. And we're all so busy. We're all so much on the run. We're all so busy trying to take care of everything and the squeaking wheels to put all, brother, you know what I'm talking about, until we don't have time to be soul winners. We're involved in maintenance and upkeep. I could win souls if I could ever get out there to them. But I can't get all the sick prayed for and all the counseling done and all of the business and the bills paid and all of the things that go into trying to keep a plant going. So I've just got to find a day and set aside a day ever so often and find me a well and just go there and see who might come for a sip of water.